Yeah, so if you could ask the next question, please, William.
Okay, the next question. Does it mean anything different or something possibly stronger if the dumper is thinking about you in the middle of the day rather than bedtime? Like, for instance, we go back to social media where they unblock you in the middle of the day instead of late at night.
Again, another great question. What I would say is, but from my research, and probably, you'll probably think to yourself, well, yeah, that makes sense. Generally, dumpers will do interactions when they have most free time. So when they've got the most free time to think, that is the most likely time they are going to be making interactions, making decisions, unblocking somebody, sending them a message. It generally coincides with having more thinking time and more time to process the past. So when we're thinking about the day, we might be thinking to ourselves, okay, so at bedtime, they're probably more relaxed, more thinking about things. And during the day, you might be thinking, well, they're busy, busy, busy. However, we don't know for certain. You don't know in somebody's day. They might have a situation where in the middle of the day, they have that time to think. Also, there could be a trigger. They might have heard a song on the radio. They might have walked past a place that you used to go together. There could be so many reasons. There could be triggers. There could be moments where they're contemplating things. At the end of the day, there is generally a reason as for why it's happened at that moment. Now, when it gets really, really close to them being almost desperate for contact, then you might start to see it at all random times of the day when you kind of plague their mind more and more and more. So you could, in some respects, if you could absolutely prove that they are definitely busy during these periods of interaction and change, you might be proving in some respects you're on their mind more. And you're on their mind more, and hence that is obviously a good sign. But linking in with one of the previous questions, unfortunately, we can't get in anybody's head, not for certain. And we don't know whether there was a trigger. We don't know whether they've just had 10 minutes to really focus on the past for some reason. And for that reason, we can't really say. But if for instance, you absolutely knew they was focused on something, they had real serious work to do, or maybe they was doing something they're supposed to be fully concentrating on, and yet they break that to send you a message or to unblock you, then that is showing that they are thinking about you more and more and more. So unfortunately, there's no straight answer. Possibly, if they're doing these things during the day, it could mean they're thinking of you more and more and more. However, there is also just the possibility that it might be their period of the day where they actually relax. It might be their period of the day where they've heard a trigger, a song on the radio, for instance. Unfortunately, there's no definitive answer.
No. I was just curious. I mean, I get it, and it's been far and few, but...
It could mean something, Obviously, when you're about to go to sleep, that is a time where most people are very relaxed and contemplating things. Whereas during the day, most people are very busy. So if you're noticing interactions and changes during the day, it could be showcasing they have got more time to be thinking of these things. However, we can't say for certain. But it's possible. It's possible. So if you could ask the next question, please, William.